Yeah, first of all, it was such a fantastic crowd. I think Education Day is one of our favorite days at VCU, and so grateful for the principals and the teachers that put the effort in to bring their students today, and our marketing team. It's a fun atmosphere. It's great playing in the morning. The only bad side today was the result. Obviously, look at this. The first quarter, we were making shots, and I thought it was things were going really well, and unfortunately, when they went into their zone, we really struggled to score. You look at the stat sheet, and gosh, you take 20 more shots than the other team, and you're thinking, all right, this is either a really competitive game or you're definitely on the winning side. And unfortunately for us today, we didn't get enough of those baskets to fall, to counter the offensive ability of George Mason.
Let's talk about the atmosphere today, and what's like not playing in a raucous crowd like that.
It was amazing. It was a bit difficult at times trying to hear everyone, but just the atmosphere of the little kids and them cheering us on the whole game. Most of them probably didn't know what was going on, but they were just, everything was VCU, and it was just really cool.
How do we kind of need to keep attacking, a zone and a team like Mason? What do we take away from today's game?
Definitely a big takeaway for us is just more movement and in and out touches, so post inside and out, and just movement, rotating the ball more quickly, things like that.
Coach, I'm Parker Cotton.
Hi.
You mentioned it a little bit. I think the drought in the second quarter is really kind of what got you. Was it more on the defensive end that you saw? Certainly shots are not going in, but was there a breakdown on the defensive end that you saw?
For us, when they have a player like Natalie Butler that can get the double-double and is really around 18 points a game, we knew that we were going to have to game plan for her. And then, their point guard, Nicole, has just been having a fantastic year. And so those were our two key points. And today, I thought we did a really good job on Butler. She didn't get to her average. Our chops, I thought, were great. It just, unfortunately, I think that their point guard was getting to the rim way too much, and we had a hard time keeping her in front.
What specifically is it about Nicole that really makes her tough?
Yeah, that's actually how we almost described her in our scouting report. She's their energizer. She can take the ball off the rim and go 94 feet. She just plays with a high level of energy. And she's got that good change of pace. And when she attacks, she finishes around the basket. So we knew that she was going to be a key point for us. And honestly, even if you're looking at the points that they score, a game in the 60s, I think that's one that we can be competitive in, even with those two having, the games that they did. But, I knew going in that when the team's going to play us 40 minutes of zone, we can't go 2 for 23 from the three-point line. Every team that's beaten them has made 7 or more. And, we needed a couple of those to fall today. I think like any team, and especially with a young team, it energizes your defense when your offense can make some shots. And that drought, it hit us on both sides.
Tara, your free throws with 5:20 left in the fourth, I think, were your final points of the game for the team. It seemed like the team's kind of prone to those kinds of droughts. I know it's a young group, but what do you guys have to take from this experience to really counteract those spurts that are going to do you in like that?
Just learning. We're learning as we go. There's been a few times where in recent games where we had to push through. And this game, I just didn't think quite we did that compared to other games. But we're learning as we go, and we're getting a lot better at it. So it's just continuing and learning from what we go through.
You guys are running out of games in the regular season. Pretty left. Is that correct? Before you get to the tournament. For both of you, what do you want to see from out of the group in that amount of time that maybe can give you some optimism going into that first round of the game?
Yeah, I think obviously the Richmond game being up next is the first one. We don't, really look on anything else, and it's Richmond VCU, and how exciting that first game was. That we're looking to go in there and play our best and with a high level of energy and be really aggressive and try to dictate the tempo. Because again, it's a fun game to play in, and I think our players are excited that we get the chance to get them again.
Yeah, for me too. On the Richmond game, it's going to be a great atmosphere, and then hopefully that'll just give us momentum for the the few games that we have left, and just keep pushing through. Sorry.
So I got it. You don't want to look too far ahead.
No, I mean, gosh, I didn't even, when you said it, I'm like, I don't even know how many games we have right now. I know that our next one is on Sunday against Richmond. We really do, as much as that's coach speak, it's really true. We just try to focus on one day at a time, and, we'll bounce back and be ready for the Richmond game.
Is that especially important given how young this is?
Yeah, I mean, everything about it is a learning experience with them. We talk about this is our first kids game here, and, to them, we're practicing with the music on and trying to get them used to the hand signals, and it's different. Most women's games, you can hear me, right, or they can hear each other, and so that's just a different learning experience, and then playing against a team, that has 2 prolific scorers like George Mason does, that's another experience. So, these guys, sometimes I don't even know if they realize how different their freshman year is than most players across the country right now.
I noticed that George Mason was, I think, voted 8th in the preseason poll, and I think so far they're going beyond that projection. What do you say about the season that they're having, and maybe what your own group has to do in that this year, but in the years to come, to also outplay the projections that you get?
Yeah, I mean, I don't always say it doesn't matter where you're predicted or where you start. It's how you want to finish, and it's the same thing for our team. But obviously for George Mason, Natalie Butler, that post grad from UConn transfer, has just had made a huge impact on their team, and you can see it with the way that she plays and how vocal she is, and that has been I'm sure an exciting thing for them. But I think for us, it's we got a lot of games left until that tournament starts, and so we're getting ready, and we'll be ready for Richmond.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.